Hi, Anne. I'm sitting here in Mom's yellow chair, and I'm going to try to see if I can do this in one take. So, Anne, Big Annie, Annie McFanny, and to me, my big sister, who maybe I should start calling my old sister. We go way back, all the way back to Crystal Lake when I was 2 and you were 4. And as the story goes, we arrived at South Shore, as we know of it now, and Mom and Dad were unpacking the car, and you and I went and got in a red rowboat, and you rowed me out and out to where it was over my head, and at that time asked that I would jump out and pull us back in. Well, of course, that didn't go very well, and Mom and Dad ended up having to run into the lake fully clothed and save me. And this was our grand entrance to Crystal Lake, South Shore, which we continued to go there for years after that with the other Barneses, or Barnes number 1 or 2. I can never figure out which the fuck one we are. I like to think we're Barnes number 1 though. So many memories, and back to the farm where I spent a lot of the summer on Benadryl, sleeping in the car because of my allergies. But when I was awake, there was one such day that I was angry at you, I guess, and was chasing you down the lane that went to the creek, throwing rocks at you in Little Bit. One of my prouder moments. Oh, to the time that Mom and Dad decided to take us skiing to New Hampshire, where it was 40 below zero wind chill, and Dad still made us ski. And that's when I fell on my nose and broke it, which I say that's the reason it's as crooked as it is, because he decided to just set it right there on the slope. No way were we going to take a break. And we just continued skiing in our leather boots with the tie-up laces. 40 below zero wind chill. And we were staying at these beautiful B&Bs, and you and I got in a argument and fight, and you did not speak for a whole day. And that's when you came up with the song Crabby Appleton about me. Crabby, crabby Appleton, going for a ski, etc., etc. Crabby, crabby Appleton, get so mad at me. Oh, Anne, you came up with quite a few songs. There was the one when we went to Tahoe with the McKay family, Barry's family, and we rented that big Winnebago, and the parents probably drove us drunkenly up into the mountains where they had so much snow that they had to set off the cannons every night to get the snow off the mountain so that we could even ski on it. And that's where you came up with the song about skiing. Now we're home in our lodge tonight. We've been skiing and it's been a good flight. Now we're home and we're cold as ice. We're sitting by the fire and we're feeling very nice. Anyway, but to top that, you came up with the song that Amy and I sang about you being so great. And it went, that was Ann. And Amy and I would sing that while you would sing, that's me, that's me, that's me, that's me, that was Ann. Aren't you glad I remember all that? Okay, so those are funny things. One other funny thing I love to think about is Sarah Babe, when she would win all those horse races and we'd all go flying down to the winner's circle. I don't know the terminology. I'm not a big horse racing person, and we'd all get in the winner's circle with our little stringy hair. Yours was probably green from all the chlorine in the pool. Remember when people called you Greenie? That was flattering. But anyway, I want to get on to the serious stuff because seriously, um, Anne, you've always been there for me. I guess you didn't have a choice because you were born before me, but you have been always there for me. And I can remember even when I was in high school and Marty Flesher, who I had a crush on, actually had a crush on Amy, um, and brought her to a party one night, and I was so upset, and you listened to me and helped me feel like everything was going to be all right. Um, Even bigger than that, you know, you're the first one that got that mom and dad didn't love each other, and you kind of cushioned and sheltered us from all of that and taught us all to swim and a lot of the things that they really should have been doing, but they were too occupied with their own problems. So, you know, you really were a big sister to us all. And, you know, we kind of went our separate ways for a while there in high school and college, but I have to say, I feel like you're there now for me more than ever and have been for my entire adult life, which has had its ups and downs. And most recently, you were a big part of getting me into recovery, which I am forever grateful to you, Jim, and Amy. It's like I've been born again, but not like a Christian, but like a recovering alcoholic. So anyway, Anne, happy 60th. Of course, I love you so much. I know you know that. And I just, maybe you really have quit smoking, but if you haven't, I hope you do, just so that you can be around a lot more years so that we can have you with us and enjoy every little bit of you, your songs and your sense of humor and just your wonderful being. I love you, Anne.